whatever, you have the freedom to leave, and I never have to sit there and watch you become bored with me, right? Or don't want to listen, you click away, whatever. There's absolutely no problem with that. Now, I do not have a portal. We're going for a run, going for a jog. I don't know if I have a thing out there. I have one. Oh, we might have gone too far. Oh my god, no. Take me back to town. Holy shit. I'll walk out there myself. Holy fuck. Anywho, because of all this stuff, basically, whenever I did speak, I would often have this big long conversation with somebody, and then at the very end of the conversation, it'd go, I'm sorry, I wasn't listening. Can you repeat that? And I'm sure anybody that's had like a really deep in-depth conversation and has had somebody say that knows how infuriating that shit is. But when you get that all the time, your entire life, all the time, you get to a point where you're like, I'm just not going to repeat myself. You're either listening or you won't, kind of thing. So the thing is, as a streamer, I don't mind like repeating something a few times throughout, because I know that the people that were here at the beginning aren't probably the ones that are here in the middle, aren't the same ones that are here at the end. When my videos eventually go to YouTube, I know that like people will see like random episodes and stuff like that. They'll see like a snippet here, a snippet there, stuff like that. They won't have heard the thing that I said in the last, like in part 1. I might have said something, but they're watching part 7, you know, something like that. So yeah, I just know about that. The only thing I don't like is when I go into somebody's stream. This is just a personal peeve of myself. I think I'm in the right one. I don't know. We'll find out. Well, I'm either in the right one or I'm in the wrong fucking one. I'm not sure. But when I go to somebody else's stream, the only thing I'm not a fan of hearing is when people repeat themselves automatically, like straight after it. Not like a conversation, but they're like, hello, hello, or welcome in, or welcome, welcome, or something like that. And I'm just like, shut the fuck up, mate. I'm like, finish your damn sentence. You know, I just want them to, I don't know, to say the thing once, acknowledge it and move on and stuff. But that's a personal peeve more than anything. Like, I don't really give a fuck. But yeah, I watched a lot of people do that, and I'm like, hopefully I never really do that. I know I go back on conversations and come back to it a fair bit, but that's pretty normal for me. All right, where I need to be. I don't have the right shit on me though. Hold on, let's put that back where it's supposed to be. Okay, and we've got full arrows now. Let me just put all my shit back on me. There we go. One more. Nice. Oh, man. Oh, man. So, yeah, I asked. So, what you can and can't do and run because my brain is full of song lyrics. That's fine. Look, I assume that most people are just, like, busy with, like, day-to-day life stuff. And, I think of it like, you know, when you're in a workplace and somebody tells you that they have a schedule or something like that, or they have a meeting or something, and then you just promptly forget because it's not your schedule and it's not your meeting and stuff. I think of it like that. I've known a lot of people that I've worked with that are like, they just forget that you've got shit on your plate that you've got to do. And I'm just one of those people that remembers my schedule and everybody else's schedule. So, like, for a long time, I thought that, like, everybody just remembered stuff, and I thought that people were just purposely being assholes and, like, purposely choosing not to be aware of stuff. But then I obviously, like, grew the fuck up a little bit, and I was like, oh, yeah, no, I'm the strange one. I get it. You know, it makes sense now. But yeah, for a long time, I really did think that, like, oh, people just choose to be rude about, like, what they remember about you. It's like, no, a lot of people are like, have a lot on their own minds. I also think of it like this, is if anybody that's ever like self-conscious about going to a gym and stuff like that, don't be, because most people are like so far in their own head about worrying what people think of them. They don't give a fuck about you. I know that's like really kind of like, I don't know, somewhat demotivating for some people, but it's the fucking truth. Can you guys come up here a little bit away from your guy? Because holy shit, you need to like kill you guys away from them. Can't stand repeating myself. Never had opinion either. Made me feel very unimportant at an early age. I'm not lolling because, like, it's funny. I'm lolling because, like, fucking hell, Mad Dog, how much do you want to relate to me, man? Because, like, holy shit. Yeah, no. A lot of my Christmases were a great example. A lot of my Christmases were everybody else gets to talk, you don't get to talk. And even if somebody asks me a question, you don't get to talk. So I like streaming for the purpose that I get to talk to people. A lot of people stream because it's like a loneliness thing and whatever. They want friends and stuff. I get that. I understand that. But that's not why I stream. Like, I stream initially because, like, one of my doctors actually suggested, had I considered it? And the answer was yes, I had. I just hadn't, like, done anything about that consideration. But I had considered it to begin with. And, like, the thing with streaming, it allowed me to talk for forever and a day. Just, you know, I like talking to begin with. I have a lot to say. I think you guys can fucking generally tell that. Even when I'm rambling about nothing, I have a lot to say. There's a lot of thoughts passing through the brain. And it's just nice to be able to just, like, not so much like dump that on people, but just to be able to talk freely, and people can choose to listen if they want and choose to be interested if they want. And if they're not, there's no obligation for them to politely stay and smile and, you know, put on airs of being, like, okay with whatever the fuck I'm on about. Like, you know, it's complete freedom on everybody else's part to be here or not. And the people that do choose to be here, the people that do enjoy, like, listening to me ramble on and stuff like that, it makes me happy that, like, there's a few people out there that, like, really like to, like, just listen to me, or, like, you know, like, falling asleep, or, like, just chilling in their spare time and stuff like that, and just find it relaxing to listen to me and stuff. It's really nice. You know, come back here, mate. You can kill me so easily. Somebody always had to... Sorry, but I always say hey, hey. I never see you say that. I don't think I've ever noticed you say that, to be fair. I don't really mind when somebody writes a double, like, repetition thing. It's more so when I hear somebody say it, because it's the way that it's said. When I go into a streamer's stream and they do that whole hello, hello thing, and I'm like, leave. Everybody aboard. You know, it's like pulling the fire alarm. It's like, everybody get out kind of thing. That's how I sort of, like, feel about the situation. A lot of people do it. I actually, not racking, I know Jaylee does it, but I don't hate it when she does it, you know? There's just, like, there's a type of streamer that does it, and it's awful, and I know which ones they are as soon as I walk in, because it's the way that they say it. And I'm just like, oh god, I'm in one of those streams. I need to get the fuck out of here kind of thing. It's just how it comes across to me. And that's the most true fucking thing ever. My brain picks out details, so many different reasons to remember, and sometimes there's no reasoning at all to just not store something. And yeah, that's the other thing too, is I tend to find, like, I store the most random information. We had this little situation yesterday between Nick and I. It was actually genuinely fucking hilarious because of how immediate it was. So, as I said, like, I don't expect people to remember, and I don't expect everybody to be listening when I'm talking. But Nick's my partner, right? And this is where it gets really funny. So I literally sat down last night, I was sitting here, and I said to Nick, I'm like, just so you know, tomorrow night I will be streaming before you get home. I'll be starting at like 5:30 p.m. and I'll definitely be streaming into the morning, like, still live while you get up. And he's like, okay. And so then I went to the cupboard, like, this is a little while later, I went to the cupboard because I was looking to just make certain that the energy drinks were in the fridge for today. Because I'd asked him to get energy drinks on the way home, and I'm like, oh, just make sure that they're in the fridge, you know. Because worst case scenario is I don't want to have hot energy drinks and waste, like, a bunch of ice and stuff, right? So anyway, I immediately went to the cupboard and I'm like, where'd you put the energy drinks? And he's like, I didn't get them. And I'm like, good to see you. But I need them for tomorrow. And he's like, what's tomorrow? And I'm like, the 15-hour stream that I just literally told you about. And he's like, that's tomorrow? And I'm like, yeah, we just sat down and had this conversation. Like, we literally just discussed that I'll be starting before you get home, and I'll be streaming it till after you wake up. And he's like, oh, I didn't know that was tomorrow. And I'm like, when did you think it was? And I was like, because I told him this last week too, and I'm like, just as a heads up, are you cool if I do this long stream? And he's like, yes. And yeah, it was just hilarious to me because we literally just had the conversation. And we'd talked about it like a couple of days ago, and I specifically asked him to get energy drinks on the way home for this stream so that I'd be okay, kind of thing, so I'd have like energy in case I needed it. It was just one of those moments where it was just like stupidly hilarious because I don't know when he thought I was planning to have this stream. But yeah, that was one of those ones where I'm like, that's just funny. That's just one of those that's unintentional. I assume because he was going back to work for the first time in a fortnight this week, I figured his brain's elsewhere, but yeah, very funny. My girlfriend makes fun of how many weird random things that most people won't. One time she called me an autistic number loving motherfucker. Oh my god, I laugh so hard. Oh my god. I don't see much problem with that. Like, if you enjoy like numbers and calculating and stuff like that, that's more playful bullshit. You know, random things. I don't know. Oh, I know this room shit. I'll tell you that much. I remember this room. I remember dying a lot in here. This is where we actually had the shitty fucking bats. But, yeah, I don't know. I don't remember, like, calculations and maths and stuff like that for years and stuff. But I do remember... I remember, like, conversations and the outfit that I was wearing and the weather and the temperature and who was present, general ambience, like, if it was busy, how I felt about it. I remember all this shit. I remember that kind of stuff. But, I don't remember, like, not usually calculations and numbers and stuff. Unless it's really important. Unless it's something that I've had to, like, purposely force myself to remember. Oh, at least I got that guy in the room this time. It's nice. But yeah, I don't know. Brains store the most random shit anyway. Nothing you can do about it really. Unless you do like a lot of like brain training games or some shit, then like maybe. But then it's mostly just comes down to how you remember and retain stuff. So whenever somebody's like, they have to remember something, like one of the first things I'll do is I'll tell that person to like leave their phone or a random object somewhere in the house. Like if you don't have pets, leave it on the floor somewhere, or like instead of putting something straight down where you would, like put it across the room or on the opposite side of the room. So when you have to like wake up or do the thing at the time, your brain goes, why is this over here? And then you remember, oh, I put this over here because I've got to do something, you know, and that tends to help as well. I remember almost none of the things do. Oh my god. Look, you're fine. Like I said, I don't remember, sorry. I assume that nobody remembers a lot of the shit that I do. Like, even episode to episode, stream to stream, week to week and stuff like that. I don't expect anybody to be retaining stuff. There will, of course, there will always be eventually somebody that's a little bit fucking psychotic that remembers a little bit too much about me, and then I'll be a bit suspect about them. But, like, we're not at that point yet. I haven't, that I'm aware of, got anybody in my clique that's like that. Always put objects in my path to jog my memory. Yeah, I do that shit. Because originally, what I used to do, okay, so quite a long time ago when I had my first cat, right, she was an elderly senior cat when I moved out anyway, right? She was like, I don't know, 13, 14 when I moved out. And by the time I kind of like lived by myself for a couple of years, she was around about 16, 17 when she passed away or whatever. Right, but the thing is, I used to, whenever I had something important to remember, I used to turn and face her and I used to tell her the important thing that I needed to remember. And what used to start fucking happening is first thing in the morning when I'd get up and I'd be ready to leave, I'd look into her face as I was leaving and she'd look at me and she'd look at me always with this most quizzical expression. And I'd look at her and I'd be like, you're fucking right, I completely forgot about this thing. And like, she clearly didn't say anything. And I'm just like, you're right, you know? And I'd remember the thing and I'd grab the thing or do the thing or whatever that I had to do. But she was really great at reminding me for stuff somehow. Oh, fucking Eliza. You got yourself poisoned, didn't you? Fucking hell. I just saw Eliza starting to die and I'm like, fuck it. Actually, did I count before when I died? Yes. Cool. That's right. I just want to make sure I was keeping a tally on her for that.
Good morning.
10 minutes ago, I brought my
How may I help you?
work badge in. I always leave in the car, so I clipped it to the door handle. Nice. You gotta remember something, do you? I did something like that once too with my work badges. I only had one place where I had to wear a badge. I had all sorts of different fucking employment places, so, you know, different array of stuff that I had to do over time. But the badges, I always used to put that, I used to unclip it from my shirt at the end of the day and put that straight into my handbag, unless I knew I had to do something when I got home, in which case I'd leave it on my shirt if I could. But that didn't always work because a lot of the time I had to go to gym before I went home. So yeah, I'd normally thread the pin part of it through like my purse, because on, like, I don't know if everybody's purses have this. I know a lot of you guys have wallets and shit, but on some purses you have like this material sort of zip part. So even if like the rest of the things like leathery kind of material, fox leather or whatever, you can kind of like thread the pin part of your badge through there and it will stay. If not, you can always attach it to like a keychain or something like that. But I never liked attaching it to keychains because I just didn't like having like my name literally on like my fucking car keys or house keys or something like that. I'm like, this seems a little tempting fate. You know, somebody will learn my name and be like, oh, yeah, I can see your full fucking name because it's on your badge or some shit. Never like that. Ugh. Never had one of those workplaces where they just put like your first name on it. I wish I had one of those, but the places that I worked at love to put like your whole fucking name on it. So, yeah, it's not about the car keys. You can do that, or back when phones used to have the dangly bit. Like, my phone still has a dangly bit, if you guys can hear it. So I've still got a dangly thingy on my phone, right? And I don't have a badge anymore, but when I used to have to clip stuff, I used to clip it onto that too. Because it had that really small like eye ring thing on it. The latch thingy on it. And so you could kind of like hook it into that. That was the good one too. Obviously phones don't really have that these days. Some of them, if you've got the right kind of phone case, you might have like one of those threadable like little notch things in it, but a lot of them don't have that these days for obvious reasons. But yeah, I've still got one. I still go out of my way to get one with it, mostly because I drop my phone a lot. So I actually have a bit of thread that I've self like braided so that I can kind of like loop my fingers through that and hold on to it, because the amount of times I drop my phone, like if I didn't have a protective case and the loopy thingies, I would drop it a lot more than I already do. The hospital, most name tags only have the first name and last initial. That's fair because of course you can get multiple people with the same first name. I would have thought, it depends on the place I guess, but I would have thought like in most, it could be Australian hospitals, I thought a lot of them were like last names. I'm going to spend time with girlfriend, might check back later, no worries, you go have fun. You go chill out and relax. I know this is usually kind of like near the end of where a normal stream would be, so yeah, by all means, go chill out. And yeah, I'll be here till like 8 more hours, I believe. I think I got 8 more hours on the clock. You know what I should have done is I should have put a fucking timer up. I have like nothing that I'm counting down for, but it would have been nice to have like seen at what part, like how far in, how long for this and that kind of thing, you know? Now this is one of those bullshit rooms and I know it. I need her in here. I could stream if I don't catch it. I will, hopefully. We've already got one level and I've already got some cool looking gear, so hopefully things can keep being good. But yeah, it was great to see you. Go rest. I don't have enough mana, you're right, and there's a special Blood Witch in here. I'm not entirely sure where. There she is. Oh no, honey, do not run in here. Come with me. Let's just put a decoy there. Spiritual force recovers quicker. What the hell is that, mana? Hey, Jaylee. I was just talking about you. How you doing? Oh my god, let's get a new one of that. Half asleep. Jellyfish says hello. Oh my god. Yeah. No, if you get your rest if you need to be resting though, Jaylee. Was that Eliza? Oh my god, Eliza's got another death count. Hold on. Alright. Eliza's got a few deaths. I'll tally them up at the end. I know, right? She couldn't at least stay alive for like one more fucking minute. Oh my god. Let me get out of that area. GG. God shine upon you. Yeah, look. So far I got that really cool fucking weapon, so maybe. Hopefully. It's like 12 hours. I know the feels, Jaylee. I know the feels. It is time to get up. I had that today, so I got up obviously earlier than I normally would, so I could start stream earlier. But I've been sleeping like basically every second day, kind of at this point. You'll catch around, Mad Dog. So yeah, I slept, but I don't feel like I slept enough. But I slept yesterday into the evening. I was awake for a couple of hours, and I went back to sleep till today, and I still woke up really, really tired. So it kind of sucked. But I can't do anything about it. But I am, at least, now that we're on the 15-hour stream, this way, and I'm almost finished working on the thing that I'm working on in the background. So if I finish working on the artwork by over the weekend, hopefully I can show you what I've been working on that's made me tired this last couple of weeks. Well, this last week or so, because literally it's only been since like the weekend. And then, yeah, then I'll have one other thing that I'm working on, but I can space that out a bit more. So rise and grind gamers. Yeah, the only thing I was saying earlier is the only unfortunate thing with doing a long, like 15-hour stream is I miss out on all the people that stream before and after me. So I won't be able to like actually watch anybody tonight because I'll still be streaming until 9 AM. And most people are usually kind of finished or I'm going to bed at that time, usually. So we'll see how we go. So I don't want to overtax myself. I'd rather almost go to bed at the 9 and then do the extra editing on Friday or something like that, or over the weekend. Because I still want to be good to play Project Zomboid Friday night, if I can. I totally just imagine your VTuber avatar rising out of bed, still planked, just levitating yourself off the bed into a standing pose. I know, right? Like, in my case, okay, you know how like you get the only sleeping streams that people do? And sometimes you see VTubers and stuff in there, which, funny story, is apparently Only Sleeping was actually a game, but people made a completely different channel. So when people are sleeping, they're apparently allegedly playing Only Sleeping. But anyway, so when VTubers are usually asleep, they normally just put like a face mask or hold onto a quality pillow or put a blanket on them or whatever, right? I always find it really funny because, like, obviously if you're lucky enough to be able to tilt your avatar, great and stuff, but my avatar is in a seated position at all times. And while it is possible for me to fall asleep in this uprighted seated position, I just feel like it's one of those, like, weird things kind of thing. I don't know, it's not so much weird, I'm running out of arrows. It's not so much weird as it is, like, it's not like assuming the sleeping position, you know. Oh man. What's that rock moving sound effect? Oh, the graveling fucking slatey noise, I love that. I love seeing when shit does that. I'm gonna go back, because I need to get Eliza back. And I need arrows, to be fair. There's originally no sleeping clause in TwitchTOS. I think it changed, it changed a while back after just chatting became such a popular category. That's fair, because the thing is, like... Ooh. Shiny. Hold on, we'll take a look at that in a second. I will purple hair, hold on. You know, Keelon found a loophole in my avatar. The bastard. Where is my... So, Keelon discovered that when you redeem Kitty Venus, it literally says in the redeem that it will not be changed back, cannot be changed back. And I'm like, you bastard. What a fucking checkmate. So, yeah, I have to add in a new redeem soon that allows me to unredeem Kitty Venus. But that's fine, we'll work on that. Because Keelon was being all like, I don't know, really chuffed about themselves with it. And I'm like, oh no, I have on all of my avatar things that I'll change it back in 20 minutes or if, and like whenever I remember kind of thing. That's generally what I have, right? But no, apparently my Catgirl one, I do not. I read that and thought that was intentionally there. So the funny thing is, I didn't realize that I had on my Kitty Venus one that I don't change back, that I can't change back. I didn't remember that I had that. So I was pretty smug and I'm like, let me just fact check this kind of thing. And it's like, no, they were right. But on all my other ones, I originally used to redeem it for like, if somebody redeemed it, I'd keep it on for about 20 minutes and I'd change it back. But then I found that like, it wasn't getting redeemed very often in the beginning. And I'm like, I kind of felt bad changing it back because a lot of them cost a lot of points and stuff. So yeah, I just stopped changing them back when people did it. However, I do have a complete override in bit points. I don't have it for the changing back to my base avatar, but I do have it for everything else. So people can literally choose to completely override anything else that anybody redeems for the entire stream by cheering some bits or whatever for the bit command thing, which forces it to be unchangeable all stream unless somebody else also pays for the override, in which case that overrides the override. So yeah, I've got fun technicalities with my avatar. I wanted to look at this because this looks like something I might be able to use. Its base is a little lower, but it's overall a little higher, so it could be worth it. Well, I read that. Thought it was intentional. You know, kitty form is up. You can't change the boa outfit. No. Oh, the outfit you can. So you can change the color of her outfit. You can change to any variation of the colors of the outfit. So blonde hair and purple are the hair colors. And I have variations of hair and clothing for all of them. Kitty Venus has different alternate outfits than what you redeem on the other one. Lav is probably the closest. It's like same. Minty's not. Silver is not. And what else have I got? I don't know what else I've got. White dress is kind of similar. Black dress is the same. But yeah, that's the combination of them. I think this might be better. Beast Needle. It's sort of better. It does pretty good attack rating. It does poison damage. It does dexterity. It's cold damage. It's slightly stronger. It's enhanced damage though. This is 100 attack rating. That is definitely better than that. Adds fire damage. This does poison damage over seconds as well, not an overall. Although this does give me fire damage for my fire damage. This gives me knockback, dexterity, and all resistances because it's socketed. I think the fire damage is actually from that. So its base is probably the crossbows, crossbow bow skills and attack rating. I think this might actually be better. I kind of don't want to take it off yet, but I know that that's probably better. I'm just not going to do good fire damage, but I am going to do poison damage. So I guess we found ourselves a new bow. Let me move this. Not that. This has got to go on Eliza. It's finally fucking happening. Oh, that's right. I got to buy Eliza. It's fine. See. I thought it was like all or nothing. Nah, Kitty Venus is just an alternate form. Yeah, I have the combination for all of them. I literally have, because it's a PNG tuber, right? They're all images, right? So I have, you know, eyes open, mouth shut, all that stuff, variations of the 4. And then I have, I have all of the different combinations of hair color and different combinations of outfits. So I've got like 119 images per avatar, something like that, I think, in my PNG tuber to make her combine and stuff. I do like when people play with the avatar outfits and stuff. It's nice. Yeah, it's about 119. It's either 118 or, hold on, let's see. I think I've got 7 outfits, so 4 times 7. That ain't right. Hold on. Let me have a quick look at my folder. Since we're in town, we're okay to quickly just do this. PNG tuber. That one. How many files are in this? Oh, that's right. It's across 4 hair types as well. Yeah, no. Hold on. I think it's 7. You would take 7 outfits times 4, then times that across the 4 hair colors. So times that by 4 again. 112 each. So Kelly Venus has 112 and Kitty Venus has 112. give or take. Yeah.
I'll put that to good use.
You better fucking put that to good use. I know that these skills aren't going to work on her, and I'm not going to have knockback anymore. All my resistances are going down. Isn't great. My cold resistance is now maximum. Oh my god. Either way, I finally got a slightly better bow. I don't have a spare bow now. Should I just hold on to... Yeah. I can't quite do it yet. I'm gonna hold on to that in my inventory for the moment in case I die. She doesn't get it just yet. If I get something, if I get like being able to socket something, like this is slightly more powerful. Its base one is less though, so I might end up doing like slightly less damage. I can't do knockback, but I'll give it a fucking crack. Let's see how it goes. See if I can actually do more damage and shit. But yeah, my PNG tuber is basically running at the maximum capacity that this kind